In this example, we're going to prepare a partial loan amortization schedule. To do that, we need to first find the payment. So let's read the specifics from the example. It says the cost of a home is financed with a $120,000 to a 30 years fixed rate mortgage at 4.5%. For part A, it wants to find the monthly payment and the total interest for the loan. Okay, so using this formula, we're going to find the monthly payment. But before we do that, we need to find the key variables that we need to substitute. So we need P, R, and T. P is the 120,000. The rate 4.5%. Change that to a decimal, 0.045. N is the number of periods, T is time. So now, substitute that. Over 12. Have brackets 1 minus 1 plus. Close parenthesis minus 12 times 30, close bracket. Before we take the time to put this in the calculator, let's write down how it will look in the actual calculator. So you have parentheses 120,000 times 0.45 over 12 divided by parentheses 1 minus parentheses 0.45 over 12, close and close, minus 12 times 30, close. Let's make sure that we have the right number of parentheses. I've opened and closed, open and close, opened, close, open, close, open, and close. Now, let's take this and type it in the calculator. So let's start with the parentheses. Have 120,000 times 0.045 divided by 12, close, close, divided by 1 minus parenthesis 1 plus parentheses 0.045 divided by 12, close, close, raise, negative 12 times 30, bring the carry down, close parentheses. You want to double check that what you have right here is the exact same thing that you have on the calculator. You don't want to make a mistake of leaving a parenthesis out or having too many parentheses. So we double check. Everything looks good. Then we hit enter. That gives you that your monthly payment for this home will be $608. If we run to a round, and we want to round up. Now it's 608.02, so round up. It'll just be 608. Now for part B of part A, second part of A, we want to find the total interest. So the total interest, we take, let's write it right here. Total interest. Sorry for my handwriting. 608 times the number of periods times the number of year minus the principal. So it's a 120. Once you do that, multiply, then subtract, you end up with 98,880 just on interest. Now we're going to work on part B. In this example, we're going to find part B of the example that we just had worked out. For part B, we're doing a partial amortization schedule. We're only going to find the first 3 months. You need to find the interest. Now, to find the interest, you're going to be using the formula I equals PRT. For this, you need the principal, which we know is 120. The rate is 0.045. All this information has been given in the example. And for time, we're using 1/12 because it's 1 month out of those 12 in 1 year. Okay? Now, the principal, we're going to find that from the calculations of using the interest formula and the monthly payment. And then the subtraction, we'll subtract to find the loan balance. So let's do one step at a time. Let's first find the interest. So it'll be the 120,000 times the rate 0.045 times time. So it's 1/12. It gives us 450, right? So the interest is 450. We'll put that right here. Now to find the principal, I'm going to subtract the interest from the payment. This is my payment, right? So once you subtract that, you're going to have 158. And for the loan balance, you're going to subtract the principal, which is 120, minus the monthly payment principal. So minus this number right here. So you do 608 minus 158. And that's how much loan balance it still is. Once you do that subtraction, let's do it over here so we can see. My loan is 120,000 minus the 158. And there's still a lot of money that we owed. And that's for month 1. This amount of money went to the interest, this amount of money went for principal, and this is how much your loan balance. And you do the same process again for month 2 and month 3. So we're going to start with our interest. Now our principal is not 120. Now our principal is this. Okay? So this is the original one, this principal right here. So for month 1, let's say, for month 2, my principal now is this amount. The rate's still the same and time's still the same. Oh, missing one number. Make sure you have your parentheses. And time is still 1/12 because it's just the second month. Now I have 449.41 round to 2 decimal places. So 449.41 goes into interest. Now I'm going to subtract the payment and the interest to give me how much money is actually going to the principal. Let's do that first. um 449 49.41. Hit enter. I get 158.59. And now to find the loan balance, we're going to subtract that from this amount. So I have 1198.42 minus 158.59. 58.59. Subtract that, you have 1196.83.41. And you have to repeat the process for month 3. And this will be a process that you do for 30 years. Okay? But for in this example, we only have to do this by hand. 3 months because it's by hand. We do the principal again. Now we're using this principal for the third part. So let's put my P3 right here. 96.83.41. And we go to the calculator and we type that in. 1196. 83.41, close parentheses, open parentheses, 0.045 times divided by 12, close parentheses, enter. So this is the amount that goes in interest, 81. Now we're going to subtract the payment, monthly payment from the interest. $81, enter, 159.19, and now we're going to subtract this from the loan balance. 1196.83.41 minus 159.19. Enter. I have 1195.24.22. So we have done our amortization schedule for the first 3 months. We use the formula I equals PRT. And those are your answers. You found the payment, the interest over the 30-year period, and the amortization schedule.